Hey all, welcome back to another NV Creations coin roll hunting video. This is going to be our final installment of box 2's one box of quarters hunt. Not the greatest box. So far we've only found one San Francisco business strike for 2 points. Box 1 counted for 24 points, so 12 business strikes. I don't think there's going to be 11 business strikes in here, but if we could pull something better, like let's say a West Point or a Proof or a Silver, you go 5, 10, 20 points, or a Standing Liberty for 50. See what we can get out of here. Quarters are one of my most enjoyable hunts. I enjoy looking through all of the variety of designs they have on there. So hopefully we can get something good out of there. I like to keep low minted coins from 2009 through 2012, as they were only minted in the 30 millions. Keep all 1984s, as that was the year I was born. Not looking like there's any silver in here. This one I'm guessing is clad, but it's 1984 for me. Didn't see any copper on it, but it had kind of a clad looking edge. So hopefully, well, look at there, we got a 2019. We could check that for a West Point. It's going to be a Denver though. 67. Yeah, fun to find something good in here. Looking for some Philadelphias on the, say Philadelphia, I flip over that San Antonio Mission for a Philadelphia. Looking for some Phillies for my women's series book. Not a whole lot of other stuff I'm looking for. I do have a list over here I can pull out. Things that I'm looking for my collections. Reverend Dr. Polly Murray for just about everything. I don't have much of them at all. This is all I need to fill or clean up my collections that aren't my National Park series. That one I have quite a few more to look through, but hopefully we can find something to fill those in, find something good. Here's a Salt River Bay, but it's going to be a Denver as well. American Memorial Park, another Denver. Another Salt River Bay, a lot of 2019s, 2020s, but that's a Denver. Hopefully we can find something nice and shiny in here to put up on the website. Another Salt River Bay, going to be a Denver. Kansas, we could check for In God We Rust. No, not on that one. Alright, we got a Bicentennial. I hang on to those. Throw them into rolls so we can put them on the website. Right behind it, it's going to be a District of Columbia 2009 Denver issued. We'll hang on to that for low mintage. Yeah, if you guys are interested, I make rolls out of those, and when I get one, I put it on the website. If you're looking for a roll of those. When I do the rolls, they're either all Denver or all Philly. I don't mix them. Here's the U.S. Virgin Islands, going to be a Philly. So we're not finding any points, but we are pulling out a few items for our collections there. No points on roll number 1, but we got 4 coins to throw in. I got an 84 for my retirement fund. We'll get this cleaned up. We'll move on to roll number 2. See if we can't find something. Alright, well, let's dig into roll number 2. Some newer stuff, some worn down stuff. I'm not seeing any silver, so we'll look a little deeper and see what we can't find. "2019 River of No Return." Got a Philly there. Not a West Point. 84, I'll hang on to that. That'll go into my collection. Here's a 2012 Acadia. We got a Denver on that one. It's going to be lower minted, so we'll hang on to it. Pretty beat up women's quarter there. Woo! Might be the worst one I've seen come out of there on the women's series. Here's a 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller. We'll check that. It's going to be a Denver. Need a Michigan Philly for the book. We got another bicentennial, so we'll hang on to that one. We're pulling a few things out that are going into collections, so it's not a bust, but no points on the hunt. 2019 San Antonio Missions, but it's going to be a Denver. '72. Another 84. Look there. 2 bicentennials in one roll. So no points, but we did find 5 coins to throw into collections. So we'll get these moved on and we'll move on to roll number 3. Alright. I say alright at the beginning of every roll, it seems like. I'm wondering if that's driving you guys nuts or not. Let me know. I might work on trying to change that, saying something a little different. Alright, we got some older looking stuff. I don't think this is going to be silver. 92. Kind of hard to tell, I guess on camera you can tell that there's copper in there, but off camera it just looked like a dirty old penny, quarter, whatever you call it. Is that 92 I just said? Yeah. Man, mine's going kind of wonky there for a second. See if we can't find something in here. Here's my favorite quarter. I hang on to those. It's going to be a Denver, not a West Point, but still something to hang on to. Do you guys hang on to your favorite quarter design, or do you just toss them back with everything else? Let me know if you guys are seeing something I don't have. There we go. Found a doctor, the Reverend Dr. Polly Murray, Denver. I'm going to hang on to that one because I know I need it for collections. Don't see a whole lot of them up here. I've come across a couple here and there, but I wasn't filling collections at the time and was using them for my ring stuff. I need to go through and check and see if any of those will fill up my collection, since the collections are all made out of coins that I've hunted on camera here. Here we got a Northern Marianas Islands. That's going to be a Denver, so we'll set that aside. Guess I can keep what I'm pulling out of this roll and screen so you guys can see what I'm finding. Here's a Salt River Bay. We'll check that one. It's going to be a Denver. '19 American Memorial Park. Flip that over. Another Denver. Salt River Bay right below it. A Philly. Something different finally than a Denver. Here we got a District of Columbia 2009. It's going to be a Denver. We'll hang on to that. Right below that is a 2010 Mount Hood. Another low minted quarter. We'll hang on to that. Our last one's going to be a 65 first year clad. So we did pull 5 out of that roll. No points still, but we're getting stuff for collections. I'll get this cleaned up and we'll move on to the next roll. Let's dive into roll number 4 here. Haven't found anything great, but not seeing any silver edges. So we'll dig into the inside and see what we can come up with. 69. I know that I need to hang on to that. That's a 69 Denver. That's something I need in my collection, but it's just a one to update a dirty one. That was not very clean, so probably get thrown back. Here's a well-worn, beat-up Mariana Islands, Denver. Low minted coin. Not worth a damn in the condition it's in, but we'll hang on to it nonetheless. 2011 Olympic. There's another low minted coin. For the amount of them that I'm finding, it doesn't seem like they're low minted, but the books say that they're in the 30 million range. Here's a Guam. I think we found all of the 2009s now. We'll hang on to that. 84. We are finding a few to pull out. Again, nothing worth points for us, but still worth something in the sentimental value. Got a Montana quarter. I hang on to all of those since I'm from Montana. Right below it is another Montana. Hang on to those. 74. Pretty nice looking 79 there. Check that crossing the Delaware for die chipping. I'm not seeing anything. So we did pull a pile out of that one. So far that's been our best roll for stuff for the personal collections. Still no points, so get this cleaned up. Move on. Roll number 5 coming up. Get this cracked open. Gotta find something good. Let's see here. Not seeing any silver on the edgings, so we'll dig into the interior. We'll start off with a real nice shiny District of Columbia. It's got a little bit of the Ring of Death on it. Still something to hold on to. Looking for a Michigan Philly, but that's a Denver. Tuskegee Airmen, haven't found a single Philly yet. That's going to be a Denver. There's a 2010 Grand Canyon, Denver. We'll hang on to that. Another Salt River Bay. We'll flip that over. It's going to be a Denver. Crossing to Delaware. Not seeing any die chipping. Hopefully one of these days I might find one. Here we got a 2011 Chickasaw low mint. We'll Philly there. Pull that one out. When I'm saying there's, mid 30 million minted, that's each on each mint came out with that much, not total overall. That's just from reading the numbers in my collection book. The last one's going to be in North Carolina here. So only 3 are getting pulled out of that roll. A little bit less than normal, but we're still getting stuff out. Still 0 points on the scoreboard. We'll get this cleaned up. We'll move on to roll number 6. Well, fingers crossed we can pull out a point coin from roll 6, but still getting a good amount of collection fillers and lower minted 2009 through 12s. No silver edging there. Let's see what's on the inside. Another District of Columbia. That puts us at 4 of those on this hunt. That's going to be a Philly. Pretty good run on them 2009s here. Here's a 2010 Yellowstone. I know I need to hang on to those. It's going to be a Denver. Here's a Salt River Bay. We'll check for that W. It's going to be another Denver. Here's a 2012 Denali. Philly. I'll hang on to that bad boy. $84 for me. I'll hang on to that. So we are pulling stuff out, which is good. Here's Salt River Bay. Going to be another Denver though. Crossing Delaware, we can check for die chipping. I'm not seeing any. Here we got our Michigan Philly. Been looking for that one for the collection. Now I just need to get an Illinois Philadelphia to finish my statehood quarter collection. 66. Another 84. Jersey. Alright, well, no points yet, but we did pull 6 coins out of that roll to throw into our collections, so not a bad roll. We'll clean up, move on. Roll number 7. No silver. Let's see if we can't find that Illinois Denver. Salt River Bay, gonna be another Denver. Did I say Illinois Denver? I need an Illinois Philly. 184. Does anybody else feel like these Jovita Idars look like they should just be like a gaming token for somewhere, not having much on that reverse? Here's a War in the Pacific. If we don't get a West Point, I'd like a Philly. It's going to be a Denver though. Here's a Marsh Billings Rockefeller. It's pretty shiny, but it's going to be another Denver. Another Jovita Idar. We got American Samoa. 2009. I guess there's 5 2009s. That gives us one of every one of them. I guess I'll put it down here for now. .2020 Weir Farm. I'll flip that. Holy moly. Look at there. Yes. We found a West Point minted Weir Farm. Oh my goodness. I just got the chills. That's only my second West Point I've ever found. Oh man. Look at that. Just a beautiful coin. See, it's got the V75 stamp on it. Oh man, that is just, that's amazing right there. Absolutely amazing. Yes. Well, that is going to be worth 5 points on our hunt. Whew. Makes it worth it. You go through an entire box, you only find one coin you like, and then all of a sudden, bam, you pull out that West Point. Hot diggity darn. So I got an 84 out of that roll for me. Got the American Samoa 2009, and then this treasure right here. Man, this is why we hunt coins. 2020 West Point minted Weir Farm. Hot diggity darn. That bad boy is going up on the website if anybody is interested in it. I'll throw 5 points up on our scoreboard. That'll put this box at 7. Ways off from 24, but we're making points. Here we go. Let's get this cleaned up and we'll move on to roll number 8. Rolling off a high of finding a West Point minted quarter. We're going to dig into roll number 8. See if we have hit a stroke of luck. Man, I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Oh man. Hands just aren't working right. We got some newer stuff. We got a pretty funny looking quarter right here in the middle, but It's just going to be a Saratoga, just weird coloring on that. Not silver, but Denver. I might weigh that, see if it is, in fact, somebody bought a silver coin, because they do make newer silvers. Having a hard time thinking right here. 1965. Here's a war in the Pacific. I need a Philly, if not a West Point. It's going to be a Denver, so not what we want. Man, just can't get over that. 67. Another Jovita Dar with the Ring of Death on it. Hands just aren't working right. Here we got a Salt River Bay. We'll flip that. Denver. Now I'm excited to see any of them 2019, 2020s come up. No die chipping. Alright, Montana, so we'll get a coin out of this roll at least. Here's a Bessie Coleman Philly. Like I said, I have a hard time finding Phillies in these women's quarters, so I'm going to hang on to that just to check it across my book to see if it's one that I needed. Here's an Illinois. I need a Philly. It's going to be a Denver though. We'll finish this off with a Crossing the Delaware. Denver, no die chipping. We did find a couple of coins to put in the collection, so still not getting skunked on rolls. Still running high on that West Point Weir farm we found. We got 2 rolls left in this hunt. We'll see what we can come up with. Coming down to the end of our hunt here. We got 2 rolls left. Not seeing any silver edging. Got a dirty one here that's questionable. It's going to be a Florida though. Alright, we'll start off with a River of No Return. We'll flip that. We got a Philly though. Not one that I needed. So River Bay, gonna be a Denver. San Antonio Mission, we'll flip that. Also a Denver. American Memorial Park. Another Denver. Got another American Samoa 2009 here. This one's a Denver, so we'll hang on to that. $84, hang on to it. Finding a couple coins, but not the greatest of rolls. But you never know, there might be one hidden in there somewhere for us to pull out. Alright, well, roll number 9 is going to give us a 1984 from my collection and a 2009 American Samoa in Denver. Still getting stuff out of them. We got one last roll to hit, and then we can tally up this box and see what we got. On to the final roll of box number 2. Took us 47 rolls. Well, I guess we did find that. Roll 38 gave us a San Francisco business strike. But 7 points for this box. It's pretty low. It would have been better if it was a little higher, but you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. It's all about hunting. Finding is the bonus. Very dirty 2010 Hot Springs. It's going to be a Denver. We'll hang on to that because it's in the 2009 to 2012 range. Crossing the Delaware, not seeing any die chipping on that one. Quite a few older coins, but not old enough to be worth a dang. There's a Nina Otero Warren Philly. I'm going to hang on to that. I'm pretty sure I already have that one in my collection, but we'll double check. Antonio Mission. Pulled that one up so I knew it was a Denver. There's a 2011 Glacier. Gonna be a Philly. I have yet to find a Denver minted Glacier. Everything I've found has been Philly. So we're just gonna pull 3 out of our final roll. I got my Nina Otero Warren Philly. That could be a book upgrader, a 2010 Hot Springs Denver, and our 2011 Glacier Philly. So the only points we found on this whole roll was this beautiful Weir Farm West Point Mint. Can't believe it, 5 points. That's going to bring us up to the end of box number 2. We got 7 points on this box compared to box 1's 24 points. Time to go get another box and see if we can't find anything greater. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Share it with your friends. Throw a comment down. Let me know what you think of that West Point minted Weir Farm. I will be throwing that up on the website if you were interested in purchasing that. I use the CoinSnap app to give me a grade, and gives you a price range. I throw the lower price range on there. Could be in better quality and worth more. Somebody That's at nvcreationsmontana.com. If you have any questions you don't want to throw in the comment, hit me up at nvcreationsmontana@gmail.com. All this information will be down in the listing. I appreciate everyone for watching. Can't wait to get into my next hunt. Stay tuned. I release videos Sundays at noon Mountain Time every week. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something certain you want me to hunt. I'm trying to get a box of $half. That's the only thing I haven't hunted dollar coins yet, but $half and dollar coins, they're on my list, but I'm having a hard time getting them at my bank, so one of these days we will get one. At that, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.